Hi everybody, Andrew Sharon, attorney at law here. I'm a Seattle personal injury lawyer and I represent people that are injured in car accidents. Today I'm excited to bring to you another episode of my video blog, and today's topic is um, truck and bus accidents, specifically first responders. So if you've ever been in a bus or a truck accident by a major company, they're usually going to have their own team that's going to come to the scene before you're even there. Super shady. And they come and they try to limit the liability that their company or their employee that was driving their car is going to face. And so they'll be there even before the police, before the fire, EMT. They're going to be first on scene, and you're going to think that they're maybe related to the police or just somebody trying to help out, because they're going to be in full uniform. They're going to have like a reflective vest on, and they're going to ask a bunch of questions right away. First, they're going to go to their insured, which is usually the driver that caused the car accident, and they're going to go up to that bus driver or truck driver, and they're going to say, "Hey, what happened?" And they're going to try to spin it. They're really going to try hard to spin the case as much as they can, and they're going to put liability on you as much as they can. If their driver actually ran a red light, they're going to say the light was green and you ran the red light. They're that kind of shady, and they can try to manipulate things like that. So before the police even arrive to get your statement, to get the statement of what actually happened in the car accident from the other driver, they're going to coach up their driver and say, "Hey, this is what you need to say to the police. This is what happened." And it's downright even close to fraud, but it's hard to even prove that they did that because they coached the scene up so well. So if you're in a situation where you have these first responders show up to the scene, try to get as many witnesses contact information as possible, and try to ask them for what they saw. Try to get it documented. Try to get their phone number, their address, email, everything you can from any witnesses that are around the scene, because these first responders are going to get to them as soon as they can. So if you're not seriously injured, try to get out of your car and do this little extra investigation, because these people are going to try to limit the liability and spin blame around on you very quickly. It's the reason why these big companies have paid so much money for these first responders slash liability prevention teams, is to do this very thing, lower the amount of insurance claims that they have to pay out from their insurance company. So they are going to do whatever they can, even if it's unethical, even if it's tricky. They're going to try to spin things as best they can, and they're going to be first on the scene, and they're going to be talking to the police. They're going to be talking to all these different people. So there's things that I can do as a personal injury lawyer to help neutralize this and to spin it back into your favor in the case. But just to get those little information out there early is really helpful to track down these witnesses, get their information, and know that this is kind of going on. If you're ever faced with such a situation where you're injured by, Metro bus, some other bus, or some trucking company that's driving around, these guys are going to be there. This is what they're going to do, and they're not going to be usually nice about it. They may not even ask you how you're doing. It's just that's how blunt they are, and how numb they are to these situations as well. But I can spin it usually if the facts are pretty good and there's some good witnesses there as well. So if for some reason the first responders are able to spin the case the other way to the police, where the police don't issue their insured a ticket, which may or may not be the case. The police are kind of used to this too. They know what's going on, so these first responders, they can usually kind of smell the BS and put together two and two based on your statement and their statement. Um, but if you've been in this situation, I get free consultations. My number is 206-850-6716, and you can find me online, www.lawsharing.com.